RDOT has announced major lane closures happening along I-30 this week. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon. I'm Jurnee Taylor. Behind me, everything you need to know about this plan that's going to help you through your daily commute. Here's a closer look for you. Starting today, daytime closures will happen between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. As for overnight, lanes will be shut down between 8 o'clock and reopens at 5 a.m. the following morning. This Friday, the ramp connecting I-30 to I-630 will be closed entirely until early next Monday morning. Now, we know it can be hard to keep up with all of that information, so we made it easy for you for an in-depth look at the lane closures and what time they will be happening. Just take a trip over to THP11.com and find this story either on our homepage or through the search bar. Now, once you find it, click inside for everything you need to know. A bit of good news for drivers this week, as it'll cost you just a bit less the next time you fill up your tank. AAA is reporting today's average costs of regular gas in Arkansas sits at about $2.09. That's about 7 cents less than the price this time last year. And speaking of a beautiful day, right behind me we had some buzzards and some turkey, whatever those things, turkey vultures, that's what they're called, flying around the skies because it's a beautiful day, Simone Thomas. What can we expect? You know, this weekend was definitely very hot and humid, Jurnee. We even saw some rain to end off the weekend, but now it's a completely different story as we kick off the week. We're seeing mainly sunny skies, a few remaining clouds and thunderstorms across far southern Arkansas, but again, the rest of the state sunny, a lot cooler as well. Now that's thanks to the fact that that cold front that helped generate the rain yesterday is moving off to our south now, so the last of the rain is moving off to the south with it. And as we continue through the day, we're going to maintain this beautiful day. Highs only climbing to the lower to middle 80s today, and it's not as humid, so it's definitely going to feel a lot better than it did this weekend. And I'll tell you how long we can expect this trend to stick around in that 7-day outlook. All right, Simone, thank you. Well, 2 weeks later, in our neighbors in northwest Arkansas continue to deal with storm aftermath after deadly tornadoes shook communities to their core. Parker Abels reports on the continued efforts to restore and rebuild.
The impact of the EF3 tornado that hit Decatur has been felt by the entire western Benton County community. And while it's been hard on the residents who live there, Senator Tyler Deese says he's proud of how the neighboring communities have come to help.
An amazing response from people that have just said, hey, how can I help? We have our neighboring communities of Silent Springs, Gentry, Gravette, all saying we want to come help and stand with Decatur.
The Western Benton County Partnership has played a big role in helping the people of Decatur, as well as advising residents on the best ways to give.
I'm so thankful that we have organizations like the Western Benton County Partnership that are coming together and joining people together to tell them how to give, and creating spaces to feed all the families and really help them get supplies.
And Senator Deese says the students of the area have been especially impressive to watch serve.
We had 41 students yesterday come out and just help clean off the debris on a farmer's land. This is stuff it would have taken him weeks, months, maybe even a year to get done that we helped knock out in a day.
And the help from surrounding communities have brought hope to those impacted.
I've met folks that have said, we've never felt supported like this before, not only in their own community, but in the surrounding communities. I met a lady the other day that said, I prayed for the first time in 10 years for help. And here comes lots and lots of help.
FEMA has also been helping across Benton County.
But we want to make sure we get into every impacted neighborhood in the community.
And Keith Jones, an external affair officer for FEMA, says rural areas like Decatur have been a priority.
We made it a priority, especially since rural communities are underserved. We worked with a church out there and set up a mobile registration site off of, I think it's Fellowship Springs Road. And, you know, we've been trying to get those people applied for disaster assistance to get them the help they need.
More developments this afternoon as canvassers blast one anti-abortion group for throwing a few curveballs in the race to make it to November's ballot. You may have seen people in some areas collecting signatures for potential ballot measures, one of which is the Arkansas Abortion Amendment. Recently, the organization Family Council released the names and hometowns of at least 79 people. The executive director is responding to numerous complaints, saying they're well within their rights.
Any citizen can call the Secretary of State and get the list of paid canvassers, not volunteers, but the ones who are being paid. And the reason that is available is in the interest of transparency, so that people that are trying to change the Constitution can't do it under a cloud of secrecy.
Now, Family Council is working to stop the abortion amendment through their own campaign called Decline to Sign. This afternoon, the city of Pine Bluff is welcoming a new addition to its fleet of emergency responders. The city unveiled their brand new fire truck that will help with keeping folks safe. It comes with a 100-foot tower and ladder and includes a 300-gallon water tank on board. The newest addition is a major upgrade, and the city says it will be safer for both firefighters and the community. Another heads up for people living in North Little Rock. The loud booms are expected to make a return today and tomorrow on Camp Robinson. Officials there are warning folks ahead of time as the military center continues its regular training. They're hoping to ease concerns by making sure that no one is caught off guard. Now, we want to remind you that the Cereal Drive tour is not over just yet. So if we haven't stopped in your area, there's still a chance to get prepared. Here's a look at the overwhelming community support thus far. Pine Bluff holding on to a strong lead with over 10,000 boxes of cereal donated. A special thank you to Russellville, North Little Rock, and Hot Springs for your help in bringing in over 32,000 boxes in week 1 alone. Chief Meteorologist Tom Brennan is back on the road again next week, making stops in Saline County, Searcy, Cabot, and of course, Little Rock, and he hopes to see you there. Now, if you think it's too late to get involved, it's not. Go ahead and pull out your phone right now and text the word cereal to the number on your screen. You'll receive a direct link with everything you need to know. Again, text cereal to 501-376-1111. We're counting on you to help fight child hunger and support your local food pantries. Ford is making sure its best-selling vehicles can keep up with the new age of technology by ramping up production of its hybrid model cars. The idea of a car running on both battery and gas is making a rebound among consumers. Sales spiked last year, and now they're up more than electric vehicles. The reasoning? Well, some experts say it's because some buyers are hesitant on going fully electric, so this option sort of eases them into the process.
So hybrid is the safe space for the electric curious?
Hybrid is a very good space right now for the electric curious. We actually see hybrid as a bridge from gas to electric.
Ford president says the company will continue to amp up its hybrid production in the next 5 years as President Biden races to cut down on emissions. Meanwhile, Tesla's 8th largest shareholder is planning to vote against a pay package that would put billions of dollars into the pockets of Elon Musk. It was initially shut down by a Delaware judge earlier this year, but now those that hold a stake at Tesla will have a say later this week. And across the nation, some states are trying to limit property taxes from going up, and others are cutting it altogether. Places like Colorado, Alabama, and Wyoming all implementing new laws that puts a cap on tax increases, while states like Nebraska and Kansas are holding special sessions to address property tax relief. Home insurance rates are seeing a steady increase, and it's hurting people's pockets. After the break, how this impacts you and ways to stay on top of rising costs.
And as the last of the rain moves south out of the state this afternoon, the whole state looking to see some sunshine, cooler temperatures, and lower dew points, so it's going to feel nice and cozy if you head outside and take advantage of this beautiful afternoon. I'll tell you how long this can stick around in that 7-day outlook that's coming up right after this break.